All right, you guys. I love y'all. I'm seeing you guys all pop on. Can you guys all hear me okay? Thumbs up. I see some of you in your car, some of you are driving, some of you are at work, so I love it. All right, so I've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try not to keep you guys long today. And I want you guys to unmute when I ask some questions, because I want to get your feedback on a few things. So make sure you have the option to unmute. If you can't, I get it. If you're at work, no worries. How is the income surge going for you guys? I want to start there. If you guys have any questions as far as the 500 PV or anything that's been talked about in the training so far, this is your chance to unmute and ask me all the questions. Anybody?
Hey, I'll start. I don't have my video on, but so far it's going well for me. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off so I can actually catch up on all the income surge stuff and get all my ducks in a row, because working and trying to keep track of everything is a little chaotic. So I think I'm calling in tomorrow so I can keep up with it all.
I love that, honey. And I'm thankful that you can call in and do that, right? So that's a huge blessing.
Oh, it's a huge blessing.
Right. And you know, it's funny that you kind of mentioned with the summer and the kids, because I'm actually going to go over that in the end of the call. So I'm gonna talk and touch on that too. So, and I'll just start there for you. For those of us that are working this business right now with kids at home during the summer, trying to do all the mom things, being the bus rider, the grocery shopper, all of it right now. Like, it's mad chaos. I get it. I'm in the trenches with you guys. And at the end of the call, I'm going to share some of my tips and best practices on how I get through the summers and still continue to build this business. So hopefully you guys will be able to stay on for that. So yay, Rachel, I see you hopping on. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you forever. Okay, so I want to say huge congrats to those of you that are on the board already with Success Club. I know for sure that Bernadette has Success Club too, and I haven't had to hop on there this morning to calculate anybody else's. But I also want to shout you guys, listen, it's not always about Success Club, right? As we're in this income surge training, you guys are now learning that it's all about becoming a 500 PV coach and teaching your coaches how to become a 500 PV coach, because that is what builds volume and income. Okay, so when I say that, I want you guys to always celebrate your wins. Always celebrate if somebody just ordered Shakeology, or if somebody just ordered Power Greens, or they ordered, you know, anything that you guys are getting them started on their health and weight loss journey is a success, and that is still income, right? So I know we all get hung up on hitting Success Club and hitting our numbers every single month, and can get kind of down on ourselves when you don't hit Success Club every month. And I want you guys to take a step back from that. And I want you to always celebrate everybody that you're getting started, because what it means is that you're meeting that person where they're at, right? You're meeting them in that moment that they're struggling and they need a solution. And in that moment, they might possibly not have enough money to buy the full package, right? So if you guys go back and watch the last couple trainings in the income surge, you will completely understand what I'm saying. They do a full breakdown of really learning how to meet somebody where they're at and help them with the best solution possible at where they're at in this moment. So I want to start focusing you guys and switching your mindset to when you're talking to somebody and they don't have the price for a full package. I don't want you to stop there, and I don't want you to say, hey, that's okay, I'll follow up with you next month, because that's what we used to do, right? I want you to now say, you know what, that's okay, I get it. How about we break it down and see what we can get you started with right now? Whether that is simply just adding in Power Greens to their water every single day, so that they're starting to get those super Power Greens in their body and they're starting to feel good, right? Or you're setting them up in our free challenge, like meet the person where they're at right then and there. Do you guys have questions on that? Does anybody want to share what they've been doing as far as meeting somebody where they're at? Okay, perfect. All right, it's okay. I see you guys all doing different things, so no worries. All right, so do make sure you guys go back and watch the income surge training. There is a lot of good content happening in there. just set a timer to go back. And if you can't watch the lives, go back and watch the training every night. That's kind of what I've been doing at night before I go to bed. I pop in there and watch the training of that day. So again, congrats to those of you that are on the board. I do want to share again that if you hit Success Club this month, you will get your lanyard that says Secret Success Club Society for Summit. So I know a lot of you hit it last month, but if you missed it last month, you still have the opportunity to hit it this month and get your lanyard for Summit. Okay. Now, the summer shred. I want you guys to seriously focus in this on as hard as you can right now this week. Okay, because this is going to lead into our launch for Lift More. With that said, if you are not doing Lift More right now, and you're transitioning out of a program, I'm going to highly recommend that every single person on this team and all of your coaches plan to do Lift More with us. Okay, so get on board with it. Make sure that you order your bench. I shared some bench examples. They do not have to be expensive. You can find it as cheap as possible. I shared a couple examples. The bench just needs to be sturdy because you're going to be doing step ups on it. And get that ordered. So the sample workout comes out in 9 days. So whatever that date is, today's the 16th. In 9 days, the sample workout will come out for Lift More. Now, what you should be doing right now to prepare for that launch, you guys, it's going to be one of our biggest launches. And I've been talking about it nonstop. And that's why we've been doing Lift More or Lift 4 right now, because we're going to transition into that, right? So you should be doing Lift 4 right now. And if you're not, get started and kind of transition yourself into that, but talk about it as much as you can right now. You should be doing all of your stories on how that program is going for you and how you're going to be going into this next program. Show people what it's about and tell them how they can get started with you when the launch comes, right? Let them know that a free sample workout is going to come out. You'll be able to give them that sample. And right now, the reason why we're doing the Summer Shred Challenge is because that is going to lead into the launch of Lift More. So if you have not posted on your social media that you are doing a free Summer Shred Challenge that anybody can get involved with, do that today. Okay, you can get creative, make a graphic of yourself. You can go to my Facebook and see how I did it, or you can just do, a fun photo of yourself, drop some text over the photo in an app and make it fun. But that's, if you have not done that yet, I would recommend you do that today and let everybody know that if they want to jump into that, to comment below, right? Now, the other thing you can do with that is send out an email to all your client base and let them know that you have a free challenge going. I'm going to go into the Summer Shred today, and I'm going to do a live video and let everybody know what's about to happen. So I purchased all meal plans, like a legit Summer Shred challenge from Etsy, and it's beautiful, and I cannot wait to share it. So that is what's going to be happening in there. They're going to get tons of meal plans. We're going to give away some prizes. It gives them workouts. It gives them a playlist. Like, it is going to be an amazing free group. Now, I would love this to be even better, and I really think that it could if you guys help out on this. So what I want to ask you guys to do is, in the Summer Shred Challenge, and you guys, just so you know, it's called the Fire and Flow. That's the name of the actual group, because I can't change the name until every 28 days. But we use the same group for all of our launches. So that can be a little confusing. I have like 6 more days and then I can change that title. But just so you know, right now it's called Fire and Flow, but that's the group that the free challenge is running in. Okay, so I would love, after I do my live today, if each of you would pop in there and go live in there and do like 1 to 2 minutes and just simply share your story. Talk about who you are and how you got started with Beachbody, what you felt like before you did Beachbody, how you feel now doing a program, and how excited you are to do the Summer Shred Challenge, and how you can't wait for the launch of Lift More. Okay, so I have some other team members from other teams that are in there that are going to be going in there today. But if we can blow this group up and you guys don't overthink your live video, like, and don't get all glammed up. The best, I wish I would have done mine earlier this morning because I wanted to do it right after my workout, but things got away from me. So go in there today, share your excitement. Don't overthink it. Just talk like you're talking to your best friend and tell them, hey, I found Beachbody this way. Somebody got me started. However that story is for you. Talk about how you felt and what you were looking for and how your life has changed since you've started. Talk about the Summer Shred and Lift More. Questions on that? Did everybody find the Summer Shred group? Are you guys all in there? Yes. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Okay, good. I think Bernadette got stuck on something and couldn't find her way in, so I just wanted to make sure. So I will send the link again in the chat, so you guys make sure that you are in there. Now, to invite your friends, you can either send them the direct link to the group and they add themselves, or you can go into the group and click the invite tab and then pop their name in to send them an invite. I like to do both. Okay. You can also take the direct link and send it in an email. Say, hey, I have a free group, add yourself here. Okay, so there's a bunch of different ways to do that. And if you have text P2P, make sure that you're utilizing that and you send that mass text out, let them all know that they can join your free challenge this week. Okay, so the free challenge is going to be awesome. Again, it's going to lead into Lift More. I also have, once the free challenge is over, it will turn into the Lift More Snoop VIP group. So all of the information is going to go out in there. So you definitely want everybody that you can get involved in this group so that you have an excellent launch for Lift More. Okay, any questions on that, guys? Concerns, any input?
Concerns for me?
Anybody, go for it, honey.
I have like serious hypermobility issues, so I'm really concerned about the Lift More programs and more of the higher impact programs. I can follow along, I can watch it, and I will see where and when I can modify. However, very intimidating because my whole body's shot.
No, I totally understand, honey. And you guys, every single program that we have, you can always modify and you will still get excellent results. Lift More is not going to be high impact. It's really just focusing on weights and a hit and a very small hit section. You can modify the hit section. You can walk in place in the hit section. Okay, so everybody can absolutely do this program. Now, of course, you want to modify your weights, right? You don't want to start out with 50-pound weights. Okay, so gradually increase your weights, see how your body feels. And I'll tell you right now, guys, with all of our programs, let's just use like Insanity, for example, Transform 20, those are all really high intense programs, right? I always lean my people, even my beginners, towards our lifting programs because lifting is a completely different scenario for your body. You don't have to do these vigorous moves. You're being very strategic and you're really focusing on the foods that you're putting in your body and you're getting a very small cardio section in there. So I promise you guys, this is not going to be like a really intense program, but it will be intense if you want to take it to that level. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So Summer Shred, that's what you guys should all be inviting to right now. And then that's going to lead into the Lift More launch. The Lift More sample comes out in 9 days. You guys all have 20 off codes all month long. I know there was some questions on that. You can use them as much as possible. We don't just have 3 this month. You can sign up as many people in this month and use that 20 off code. So you should also be talking about that in your stories. And you guys, I can't stress this enough. I've been watching all your stories and I love you all so much. Like when I watch your stories, it makes me miss all of you because I feel like I am right there with you and you guys are my friends. And I literally hop on there to see how you guys are doing. And I'm saying that because your followers are doing that too. And if you're not talking in your stories and sharing your day-to-day life, and I'm not just talking about your workouts, your drinking your shake, I'm talking about, Are you going camping? What's happening? Are you having a crazy, summer with your kids? Like, show tidbits of that stuff in your life so that your followers can resonate with you, because that's what they want to see, right? Are you having a hard day? Do you have some tips? Are you reading a good personal development book that you can share with somebody right now on something that you read, right? Talk in your stories. If you're not talking in your stories, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay? That's what people need. That is the visual, and that's where they're going to connect with you. If you haven't started, start today. Okay? And talk about your $20 off codes. That's where I was leading. Show how you make your shake. Show everything. Okay? All right. So sample workouts. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to go over is, right now, I've been watching this income surge, and it's blowing my mind all over again, as if I was a brand new coach. Like, the income that you guys can make in this business is incredible. And I hope that you guys are really grasping onto this and are learning as much as you can and going with it. So I know I reached out to Jessica and I reached out to Bernadette, and we're all doing private calls right now. We actually have a call after this, but if you guys need to get on with me and have a private mentorship and talk about what's going on in the income search, talk about your, how to rank advanced diamond, any of that, you can plug into my private calls at any time. Okay, that is always available to you guys. I just send you a link, you choose the time slot, and I can get on with you guys. Okay, but that's up to, I'm leaving that up to you guys to reach out to me and say, hey, I need to get on one-on-one with you, because I can't reach out to every single person and quote unquote baby step, right? So reach out to me. I'm always there. Say, hey, I need to get on a call. Let's, schedule once a week. So right now I've always been doing a Transformation Tuesday, right? Which all of you guys should be. Okay, if you don't have a compile of transformation stories, I want you to work on that. I want you to make a note right now to yourself to find where our transformation stories are at. I'm talking about all of our teams before and after photos and just a small tidbit of their story. So that way, every Tuesday on your social media, you can post what's called Transformation Tuesday. Okay, so start compiling those. They're in the team page, that we have them everywhere. Or you can just, get really organized with yourself and put them all in one place. But that way, every Tuesday, that's your post that goes out. It's a transformation story from our team. And if you run out of the ones on our team, just go to the Beachbody blog and pull a transformation story from there. Okay. I also send those out in an email every Tuesday. And I'm sure a lot of you get my emails. And I'm just sharing that because that's another thing that you guys can be doing. I take that same post, send it out as an email every Tuesday. And at the bottom of the email is information on how they can join my next online virtual fit camp with the fit camp pre-order form that you guys all have, right? I put that in the email. So every Tuesday that goes out. Now, every Friday, I'm going to be implementing something new that I got from one of the other top leaders that's doing the income search. We are going to do what's called Financial Freedom Friday. So we kind of took a step back from sharing the business success stories because Beachbody got really detailed on their income disclaimer, right? Well, we broke it down. I talked to my corporate mentor. I said, okay, hey, what are the words that we can actually talk about? What can we share about income? She broke it all down for me. So now I'm gonna share that with you guys. And every Friday we will take either anybody's on the team or somebody else's that I've pulled, and we will share a business success story. Okay. And of course, you are always gonna still have to put the income disclaimer at the bottom of the post. So there you go. You have two posts, right? You have your Tuesday and then you have your Friday for Financial Freedom Friday. Okay. And it's going to be a business success story. Other than that, you have all of your posts in your Shout app, right? You guys are still continuing your Shout app posts. Make sure that you guys are posting once a day, every single day. Questions on those, guys? How does that sound? Good. All right. Okay, so I wanted to end with kind of encouraging you guys and giving you a nudge to really find one family member this week. find one family, like imagine if we could all just pull together one more person this week. That's it. Don't get overwhelmed with the numbers. Like there is somebody out there in your immediate circle that needs this in their life, that needs health and fitness, that needs a community, that needs extra income. It's all there. Think of that person and reach out to them. Let's all make a commitment to find one person this week and bring them in our circle. Can we do that? Do you guys want to give some examples on how to do that, how to talk about it? Do you guys feel comfortable sharing that, how to reach out to somebody? Do we need to talk about that? You guys are quiet today.
Hey,
Okay.
Rachel, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Remember, I think it was last week when we didn't get a chance to do this call, you put up that video of, I don't remember who the host was, but she had like a whole thing about objections and how to deal with objections.
Yes.
She said that she had scripts that her team at that time could use.
Yes.
I was wondering if that was possible to find them, because some of the stuff she said was excellent and I need that more than anything. All I get is objections, like on top of objection, on top of objection. And I honestly, I'm terrible at like saying, no, you need to do this. Like, I don't know how to do it.
And everybody is in the beginning, honey, I promise. So don't feel bad and don't be down on yourself. I've said this before on a calls. I love objections because they get me excited, because I know what to say. Like I am very like, oh, I know exactly what to say, and that feels good, and I'm confident in that, right? And you guys, it just takes practice. Kimberly, those are already in our team page. If you go in the team page and you go in the search bar and pull up objection scripts, they should pull up in there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes. And then those are some excellent ones that she had, and we've had those in there for a while. So, and just saving them to a note section on your phone and in your downtime, reading over the objections, right? And saving, you guys, this is crucial. Save how you respond to somebody. Anytime that you write something out and you're like, oh, that was good, and you feel good about it, copy and paste it to the note section on your phone so that the next time you get that same objection, you're ready to rock and roll, right? I have mine all on my phone. And you can even, I'm going to show you guys at Summit. I know some of you aren't going to Summit, but on our slumber party night, we're going to do all the tips and tricks, all social media. I'm going to show you guys everything that we all do, right? So you guys can all learn all this fun stuff. But there on your phone, there's like, you can do what are they called? Not text words, but keywords. So when I go to message somebody in Messenger and I type the word invite, it auto populates my whole invite message. So there's tons of different ways that you can do stuff like that. Does that make sense to you guys? Do any of you already do that? I think Sharon does. Okay, so there's a bunch of,
Yeah.
Yes.
Sharon sent the link and I'm getting there. I'm furiously responding. So
Awesome. Yeah,
focus on invites first.
exactly. And like we've said before, you guys, if especially right now for us moms that are crazy busy with kids because they're home for summer, just focusing on what you can do, honestly, and being okay with that. Right. So I kind of wanted to lead into that and in the call with some tips, because I know I'm getting a lot of feedback saying, hey, I don't know what to do. I've got all the kids home. I'm trying to take them to soccer, everything that you guys are doing, and you're still trying to work a business. I get it. It's hard, but it doesn't have to be messy. You have to be diligent in what you're doing, and you have to come up with your plan. You have to decide what your day is going to look like, right? We all make the decision. We all have the same 24 hours in the day, but it's up to us to decide how our business is going to look, how our income is going to look, and how the day is going to turn out, right? But that all comes with planning the night before. Okay, so for example, say you're going to do your workout tomorrow. What are you going to do? You're going to set your workout clothes out the night before, so that you have no excuse, right? You've seen us all do that. You've got your shoes out, bra, all of it, right? It's ready to go. Get in the habit of setting those clothes out every night before, Okay, so you're ready. And you guys, this also helps when sharing your workouts in your videos and things, because listen, 8 years in, you're like, what am I gonna wear today in my video, right? Like, and honestly, like, I'm always messy. I'm always wearing the same stuff, and people probably think I never buy new workout clothes because I'm just busy and I really don't care what people think. But this does help. This simple act of finding what you're gonna wear for your workout that night, so that it's, you know, something different, because again, people are following you and they need new stuff, whether it's a new pair of like Sharon posted a photo today in some hot workout pants, and I'm like, girl, you got some new pants. Like, if I notice that stuff, your followers are noticing that stuff too. So bright colors, different pants, change your outfits. Okay, it does not have to be cute, like you don't have to be done up, but I'm saying make sure that that's prepared. Okay, now going into work, like you need to decide which power hour are you going to be getting on every day, right? Are you going to do the 6 a.m., the 10 a.m., or the 6 p.m.? And stick to that time and just be okay with that. Even if it's just one day a week, stick to one day a week, because that's all you can do right now. But I want you guys to take some time today and really plan out what the rest of this month is going to look like going into Summit for you guys. Okay, because I know we're all busy. So decide what power hour you're going to get on. Make sure that you're clicking on the events tab in the team page to find out what all the calls are going to be, and take Sunday night and say, hey, okay, these are the trainings I'm going to be able to get on. This is what's happening. And that way, every day that you're waking up and you're seeing call links come in and you're like, I missed a call, I got on a call, what time zone? Like, it's a lot. I'm telling you guys, we have a lot of trainings happening, and it will be very overwhelming if you do not become the CEO that you are and decide what your business is going to look like and what you're going to be able to show up to. Okay, or else this can be very chaotic and messy, and that's not fun, right? Do any of my leaders on here have some tips of how to work this full time as mom life and what you do? We'll take 5 more minutes. Sharon says, go through old photos and take new photos, even if not a physical transformation. Talk about mental, emotional, and spiritual changes. That is huge. I think a lot of us forget that, or we kind of focus on the physical transformation, right? So much more happens behind the scenes of your mental transformation, your community transformation, spiritual transformation. Talk about that, because people need that too. You know, I've said before, right now, I have a hard time because my body's not changing that much, right? I've done this so many years that I just had a baby about 2 years ago, but I'm still like, hey, I can't really share a before and after photo anymore, right? I'm not having much change anymore. Now for me, it's just the steadiness, right? And I have to talk about how it's affecting how I feel. And I have to talk about how it's now affecting how my kids are, you know, joining me in my workouts now. Just so many different things besides the physical appearance and the look wise. Okay, so always talk about that type of stuff. Anything else you guys want to talk about today? We can take 10 more minutes. Any questions?
Yeah, Rachel, I'll just add into that.
Yeah.
As far as summer break goes, guys, I think the big thing is just setting that time aside, and even if it's not the same time every single day, just get a checklist out and do the necessary items. You may not be able to do it all right now because of the chaos of having kids home, but doing the things that are going to help produce income, like messaging people, sharing your story, things like that, and just scheduling it in, even if that means you sleep less. My alarm goes off at 5 or 5:30 every morning. I got 5 hours of sleep last night. I'm struggling, but I had to get up and I had to get stuff done. So it's just making it a priority, I think, is probably the biggest tip I could give.
Absolutely. It really, and that's what we're all here for, right? We are here because we need something different for our families. We need that income. We're not just here to have fun and games, which, yes, it's a huge bonus of this business because it's a big part of it. And it's, I literally like wake up every day and I'm like, I can't believe like this is what I get to do. Like, it still blows my mind. Like, is anybody with me on that? I'm like, you guys, I'll be in this business 8 years in July. It blows my mind. And it's just been such a fun and rewarding. And I mean, everything that it's done for me. I mean, you guys all saw, I started major in debt when I started. You guys have, you know, most of you have been through the whole journey with me for 8 years. You've seen the transformation income wise. I can't stress enough what this can do for you guys if you really focus on getting clear and intentional and not letting the chaos take over, right? And really saying, you know what, I deserve this and I'm gonna make this work. But if it is gonna work, I'm the one that's in charge. You guys, it's a whole lot, I'll tell you right now, I think it's a whole lot easier to go get a 9-to-5 job and just show up every day and be a robot. I'm not saying easy, but I feel like for the majority of people, that's just what they do, right? Because they don't know any different. Can you imagine? And I know some of you still are in 9-to-5, and I'm not putting that down by any means. And I commend all of you. I'm just saying it's hard that when you only get a certain amount of income every single day, and that's it. And you go to work and you come home, you clock in, you clock out, and that's it. Like, I can't imagine doing that ever. So if you are maybe in that position now and you want to get out of that, I want you to go all in with this, because I can promise you, you can get out of it. This will replace that income and it will triple and double. But you have to be, again, the CEO, and you've got to really come up with a strategy, a plan, and do what needs to be done, and focus, like Sharon said, on those income producing activities, especially when it's busy time. So prime example, and then I'll let you guys go. Right now it's summertime. My life is crazy, just like all of yours. My alarm goes off at 4:30. I'm up at 5. I get my workout done at 5:30, and then I'm on our power hour at 6 a.m. Why? Because I have 4 kids at home for summer. Do you know what happens when they all wake up? Shit hits the fan all over the place. Okay. And so I have to get my income producing activities in those gaps of that gap right there. That's my magical 2.5, 3 hours. I go boom, boom, boom. I'm in and done. But you know what happens after that? My kids do wake up. And I'm happy. I feel good. I've worked out. I've had my shake. I've made my breakfast. I've got on a power hour. I've done my business. And I'm like, holy crap, I've done more than most people do in the full entire day within those 3 hours, right? So when my kids do wake up, I am ready for them. I'm excited for them. I'm ready to go play. I'm ready to go to the pool. I'm ready to do the summer fun that I promised that we were going to do. But that's what this business allows you to do if you do it right. I have the freedom to stop working and go play all day because my income is still coming in, because I show up when I need to show up and I get my numbers. I send my invites. I do the income producing activities. And you guys, another example, when I purposely during the summer take my kids to like the park, the water parks, the pools, because those are places that I can let them play as I watch them, of course, but I can also work on my phone. So for 2 hours that we're at the pool, I am sending invites, and it's actually enjoyable. Do you know how relaxing it is to be able to sit out at the pool while your kids are playing and work your business and know that you're going to make an income off of that? It's amazing. So I find those gaps, and you guys have all seen me when they are in school. When I'm in the drop-off lane, if I'm the kiss and go lane, dropping them off at school, and I've got an extra 15 minutes in the car, you know what I'm doing? Sending invites. Okay, so it's just about finding those gaps that you can get that work in and saying, that's it, and I'm doing it. All right, so I hope that was helpful. I love you all, and I think this launch is going to be amazing. So really keep talking about it. Get your summer shred out. See how many people that you can get inside that group, and please make sure that you go into the Income Surge group and get caught up, because tomorrow I'm going to reach out to each one of you individually, and I'm going to pull up your downline and make sure that you all are a 500 PV coach. Okay, so if you don't know how to become a 500 PV coach, yesterday's video in the Income Surge explained all of it. All right, so, and there's lots of meaning behind it on why you need to be a 500 PV coach, because you're going to teach your coaches to do the same thing when they sign up, and that's going to increase your income. It all starts with being a 500 PV coach. Okay, so make sure you watch that. I'm going to reach out to you guys, and then Bernadette and Jessica and hopping on with you guys at 10:15, right, today? All right, ladies, let's take a picture. All right, I love you all. Any questions, anything else before we go off? No, okay, it was good to see you guys. Love you, Tiffany. Can't wait for Summit.
Thank you. I can't wait to see you.
You too, honey. I'm seriously so excited. Bernadette almost has her shirts done, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. So excited.
Have a great day.
All right, babes. Bye.
Bye.